Alright guys, sa mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat, meron tayong reaction video dito kay Senator JB Ejercito. Gives an update sa SGPRO PhilHealth Fund sa transfer ng PhilHealth. Ito ay si Senator JB Ejercito. Give an update following the Supreme Court temporary restraining order on the transfer of PhilHealth funds to the National Treasury. Alright, ililipat sa National Treasury na. Alright, panoorin po natin dito kay ating Senator JB Ejercito.
Also in the promotion of the country. So, ayun, kaya I'll be leaving also in a while for Taiwan.
Pero andito na kayo before the resumption of session on Monday?
Of course, I will be here. I'll be back hopefully by Saturday. Pagtapos ng bid natin in the JCI World Congress, I'll be coming back right away.
Sir, sa first issue natin, the Supreme Court has issued PRO to prevent the further transfer of the remaining 29.9 billion pesos mula dun sa total na 89.9 billion excess fund ng PhilHealth. Any comment on that, sir?
Well, that's a very welcome development, no? Of course, as the principal sponsor and author of the Universal Healthcare Act, of course, I would like to give priority to the implementation of UHC, no? And a big factor in the success of its implementation is PhilHealth, no? Because that's the primary agency that is tasked to implement the UHC, and ang ano rito kasi, ang naging controversial tong 89 billion na that was declared as an excess funds, although nandun kasi sa GAA that the Department of...
Laki, no? 89 billion. At ito ay ililipat sa National Treasury.
May tap excess funds of GOCCs and other agencies for other priority programs. But for me, it's already, it's in the law that the funds should be used solely for the benefit of the members, which is ang ibig sabihin, lahat ng Pilipino ngayon ay considered na member, so dapat unahin muna ang benefits of members and to cover, no, the expenses and the medical needs of the people. So hindi rin natin masisi ang DOF because there are priority programs, yung mga nakapark na funds, they would like to access to fund the priority measures. But ang ano rito, yung PhilHealth, why would they declare an excess fund of 89 billion? Ngayon po, ang dami pa rin nahihirapan sa medical bills, di ba? While people are still struggling to pay the medical expenses, there are still hospitals that haven't been paid. Yung premium natin, no, hopefully, when we pass the UHC amendment, we will be able to adjust it to a lower rate para naman maka-recover tayo because of the pandemic. But not until that is passed, that the least the PhilHealth can do is to cover all Filipinos, because we are already, napofrustrate ako kasi, as the sponsor and author of the Universal Healthcare Act, we are already entering the 5th year of implementation of the UHC. It's a 10-year program. It's a work in progress. But by this time, it should already be felt by most of the Filipinos, no? Kasi nasa, ano na tayo eh, nasa going 5th year, and our intent is to give access to good quality healthcare for all Filipinos without the financial burden. Yan ang intent. We have to lower the out-of-pocket expenses.
Yun lang, mahirap talaga
ngayon.
At malaking tulong ang PhilHealth. At tama yan kay JB.
Ng 89 billion, gayong napakarami pang Pilipino ang nahihirapan bayaran ang kanilang medical expenses. Ang nakakalungkot dito, at selling na, receive so many information, mga complaints, na halimbawa, 500,000 inabot yung bills. Ang sasagutin lang ng PhilHealth, 12,000, 15,000. Parang hindi mo naramdaman. Kung sinagot man lang 30%, 40%, o even 50%, ang laking bagay sana nun. Meron pa ako nakita, billing, 100,000, sinagot, 8,000. Naman ganon. That's not. I'd like to remind PhilHealth that they are not a private corporation na kailangan may profit, na may savings at the end of the year. we are a government agency, a service agency.
Ibig sabihin, ang daming kurakot ng PhilHealth talaga, no? At 100,000, 8,000 lang ang babayaran.
Aside from a health insurance agency, kailangan natin ubusin yan para sa benepisyo ng miyembro, di ba? So, why will you declare an 89 billion excess fund when there are people who are still struggling to pay the hospital bills? There are hospitals that haven't been paid. Yung benefit packages natin, maganda pakinggan, pero hindi nyo naman sinasagot lahat. So, yun. That's why I'm very, I welcome the TRO of the Supreme Court on the excess fund of PhilHealth, no, that will be transferred supposedly to the National Treasury. I'm hoping, that's why I'm calling also on our counterparts in the House of Representatives to prioritize already the amendment of the Universal Healthcare Act, which includes, of course, yung adjustment to the rates, no, na ibababa yung rates, and second, reiteration that PhilHealth's funds should only be used for PhilHealth and health purposes, that it cannot be realigned for other purposes. So kasama na po yun, yung reiteration nito sa UHC amendments.
Sir, since yung TRO, ang covered lang yung remaining 29.9 billion pesos na hindi natatransfer, are you still hoping or may chance pa kaya na mahabol yung nailipat na 60 billion in case na ideklara na unconstitutional ng Korte Suprema yung
Well, sana
transfer?
sana maibalik, no? Kasi nga ay of course, sabihin na natin may bias ako because my concern really is the implementation of the UHC. Ang gandang pakinggan, siyempre nakakasama rin na loob, nakaka-frustrate that it's really a landmark legislation that again, we are already in the 4th year, dapat nararamdaman na ito, no? Yung iba iba naman ramdam na, no? There are already improvements from almost 60% out-of-pocket expense before its passage. Ngayon nasa 40 to 45%, no? So bumaba na, but kung sana maibaba pa natin, no? Again, reminder to PhilHealth, being the author, hindi tayo profit-oriented, no?
Oo, tama yan. Talaga yung PhilHealth tayong may kasalanan.
Service-oriented tayo dapat. Kung meron tayong pondo, dapat yan ginagastos for the benefit of the members. Dapat hindi nahihirapan. Ang indigents, may hirap. Yung mga PWDs, yung mga senior citizen na wala pa sila na magbayad ng kanilang hospital expenses. Dapat inuuna natin sila before declaring an excess or savings. Diba? So, hindi ang DOF may kasalanan dito, I think it's PhilHealth. Kasi bakit kayo magdedeklara hanggat may nahihirapan?
So what do you think should be done, sir, to prevent this from happening again, aside dun sa approval ng proposed amendment sa UHC law?
Well, yun lang. Sana we stick to the implementation of the law. Nandun naman talaga yun that funds should be used for members, for the benefit of the members, and for health purposes. No? Kaya natin i-reiterate yun. Kaya lang nagkaroon kasi nga sagaan ng last year that excess funds of GOCCs can be tapped for other priority programs. Dapat sa akin, sana sa ibang GOCCs, pero yung for health, especially for PhilHealth, for the success of the UHC to materialize, dapat wag na natin sana pakialaman to.
So sir, will you make sure na sa proposed 2025 budget wala nang ganung provision na pwedeng gamitin para matransfer ang excess fund ng PhilHealth?
Particularly for PhilHealth, no? Kasi nga work in progress pa ito eh. Dapat kung fully implemented na to, that's when we all doon lang natin siguro sabihin dapat tong pakialaman. Wag natin sana pakialaman because we are still in the process of maraming birth pains and all, pero sana naman, hayaan natin. Let us give the Universal Healthcare Act a chance. It's a landmark legislation that's really intended for the burden of the ordinary Filipinos. Kasi kaya nga ako talaga, one of the reasons that I really wanted to make it back to the Senate nung nawala ako, is to really monitor and itong implementation ng UHC, no? Kaya nga siguro as the principal sponsor and author of this measure, I will use the oversight function and review already yung on the where are we now in its implementation, no? But what are the adjustments that need to be done? ano yung mga kinakailangan natin, no? Ba't nagkakaganito, no? Ang implementation na dapat sinasagot talaga. Doon ako nag-ano sorry po, pero lungkot. Nakakita ulo na makikita mo ang laki ng bill, 1,000, tapos kakapiranggot ang sinasagot ng PhilHealth. So, it's PhilHealth and the health technology.
Hindi makatarungan ang binabayad talaga ng PhilHealth, no? 1,000 yung bill ng hospital. 8,000 lang ang ibabayad ng PhilHealth.
Assessment Council. Sa UHC kasi meron tayong HTAC na tinatawag, composed of specialists and experts.
Tama yan na repasuhin ni JBRs ito at ilipat na sa ating treasury.
Who will determine kung ano dapat ang sagutin? Yung mga case rates, lahat sila po specialist kasi hindi naman tayo public health specialist. Sila dapat, what have they done? Anong ginawa nila? In the course, no? HTAC and PhilHealth, anong pinagagawa ninyo in the past 3 or 4 years na dapat naramdam na ito ng na ating mga kababayan?
Sir, meron bang violations yung PhilHealth dun sa pag-transfer ng fund considering na nasa batas?
Considered na meron talagang violation yan. Dahil ever since, malaki na yung nakurakot nila sa ating lipunan.
Yung PhilHealth funds ay hindi pwedeng gamitin sa ibang purpose. Dapat lang itong gamitin para dun sa mga PhilHealth members.
Yes, I would say, siyempre, may bias ako dahil ako ang sponsored author. From what I know, it's that funds of PhilHealth should solely be used for its members' benefits or for health purposes. So, yun, hindi ko alam kung anong anong gusto ng PhilHealth leadership now. Bakit kinakailangan? Nagpapagood shot ba sila? Nagpapasikat na meron tayong profit, meron tayong excess funds, pinagmamaya. Hindi dapat natin pinagmamalaki yun. We are not. Again, hindi kayo private corporation. Dapat pag gobyerno, inuubos yan for services. Di ba? Hanggat meron pang nahihirapan magbayad ng hospital bill.
Tama, ang PhilHealth talaga sa government, dapat inuubos yan. Ang fund sa isang taon.
We are not successful.
Dahil ang dami nagbabayad ng empleyado.
The only time that you can, siguro, pagbibigyan natin, mag-declare sila ng excess funds. Pag lahat satisfied na hindi nahihirapan. Ang dami lumalapit pa rin sa atin, sa politiko, sa kung kani-kanino, lumalapit yung ordinaryong mamamayan dahil hirap na hirap magbayad. That's the intent of the law. Matanggal nga yung paglapit sa yung patronage politics especially, para nga covered na po sila. Kaya lang ngayon, inaasahan nila yung iba-ibang pondo pa, iba-ibang...
Ayan, kaya rin hindi talaga masisi ang paglapit, lalo na sa politikong tatakbo ngayong 2025 dahil kung matindi talaga yung gamutan ng isang pasyente.
Personalities to help with their expenses.
So sir, kung may violation ng batas, sabi nga kasi ni Senator Coco Pimentel, sacred dapat yung funds na ito ng PhilHealth dahil ito'y mula sa mga miyembro ng PhilHealth. So kung may violation sa batas, may dapat bang managot from PhilHealth?
Well, the last time I called for a revamp, no? Sabi ko nga, kung hindi successful, siyempre nakakaano, di ba? Na proud tayo sa UHC, pero kung ganito naman ang performance ng primary agency tasked to implement, siyempre, they have to be accountable, di ba? So, leadership, revamp, kailangan leadership change, we have to revamp PhilHealth. Kung hindi, if they do not, if they cannot perform up to par, if they do not shape up, hindi kinakailangan talaga ng pagbabago, no? Ng leadership ng PhilHealth for a fresh start.
So manggagaling yung initiative from the executive dapat yun, sir, yung revamp ng PhilHealth?
Of course, it's the president, it's the executive who appoints, no, the heads of the different agencies, no. So, yun, kung hindi pa talaga mag-perform hopefully by end of the year, kung hindi pa mag-shape up, ay dapat siguro magkaroon talaga ng leadership change sa PhilHealth.
So naalala ko, sabi mo, baka mag-file ka ng resolution seeking Senate inquiry tukong nga dito.
Tama yan, isang leadership of PhilHealth talaga kailangan para maiwasan ng korupsyon. At malaking pera kasi ang binibigay ng mga employer.
Performance ba o leadership ng PhilHealth? Nagpapala po ba kayo?
Siguro yung oversight function na natin ng Senate on the implementation of UAC. That would include the performance already of PhilHealth, DOH, and other agencies concerned that is tasked to implement the Universal Healthcare Act. So, tingnan natin that we will assess kung ano po naging performance sila in that investigation.
Dapat matugunan na itong taon o mid ng 2025.
So sir, itong pag-issue ng TRO ng Supreme Court, parang indication ba ito na may tsansa yung mga petitioner dun sa kanilang panawagan na madeklarang unconstitutional yung transfer of funds?
Well, that's very welcome and of course there will be a chance kasi talagang nag-TRO na ang Supreme Court. So to hear the the side of the petitioners is already a step forward in our quest so that the PhilHealth funds would remain for health programs, especially for UAC implementation.
So, the mere fact na may TRO, may nakitang merit yung Supreme
I
Court.
definitely. So I would like to I'm very it's very welcome, and of course I'm very happy that the Supreme Court at least gave merits to the petitioners move for itong para hindi na po magalaw po itong remaining excess funds of PhilHealth.
Any related question, Raymond? And then Aaron? And then RG?
Hello. Good morning, sir. Yun lang sa kasi di ba yung budget ng PhilHealth, they are asking for another, I think about 76 billion ba for next year para sa subsidy. Ano to, dapat ba silang bigyan na considering na hindi nga nila ginamit itong 89 billion, kaya pinalipat ng DOF from PhilHealth napunta sa National Treasury, Senator?
Well, yan po yung ating busisiin itong budget. We'll start already plenary debates on Wednesday next week yata. So PhilHealth has to answer all of this, Why are they asking for subsidy? And then magdedeklara sila, di ba? I think the Senate or we will be willing to give subsidy as long as kailangan talaga. Kung kinulang sana talaga para lang at least makagaan ito ron sa mga beneficiaries or patients, that are in need, then we are most willing. But now parang they will be asking for subsidy, they will declare that there is excess, parang hindi consistent di ba? Ba't ka pahingi ng subsidy, nagde-declare ka, tapos hindi mo gagamitin for the implementation of Universal Healthcare Act. So they really have a lot of explaining to do. Talagang malaki ang responsibility ng PhilHealth being the primary agency tasked to implement the UHC. Ang gandang batas ng UHC. Kaya lang people have to rely on other programs. MAIF, malasakit dapat sana kung nandun na yon sa kung malaki-laki ang sinasagot ng PhilHealth, dapat hindi natatakbo kung saan-saan ang mga pasyente, Yun nga yung iniiwasan natin Yung pumipila doon sa PCSO, sa PAGCOR, sa politiko. Yun ang gusto natin mawala. Na dapat pag na-hospital, automatic nandun na, nakabawas na o nandun na yung assistance sa gobyerno, dapat ramdam na.
Okay, Aaron?
Good morning, Sen. Sen, Aaron po from SMNI. Sen, being the primary author po ng Universal Healthcare Law, meron na po ba kayong naisip na particular provision na maaaring yung idagdag or baguhin just to compel the PhilHealth na yung mga assistance po nila ay mas maramdaman ng mga Pilipino?
Well, there's kasi sa law, we are, even if we are authors, we are not health experts. That's why we, in the law, there is what you call the Health Technology Assessment Council. These are panel of experts, public health practitioners, specialists. Sila yung mas nakakaalam kung ano yung dapat. They will determine the benefits, kung magkano ang dapat na ibigay, yung case rates, Mas alam po nila ito kaysa sa amin. So, anong ginawa nila in the past 4-5 years of implementation? Di ba? Sasabihin ni PhilHealth, kasi ito lang yung case rate, dito lang sila pumasok. Dapat si HTAC ang nag-ayos nun. DOH and PhilHealth, sila yung nag-usap-usap na dapat pag merong na-hospital na ganito, complicated, dapat isama na, di ba? Minsan, ang bigat, 500,000, sasabihin nila, ito lang yung pwedeng ibigay. Parang ang labo di ba? Kasi ito lang yung pumasok.
Dapat may competition dyan
So that's why I would want, hopefully, when we resume, I know it's budget season already, I would like the oversight function na mag-ano na natin, gamitin na natin oversight function natin on the implementation of UHC. So that we can determine, sino ba nagkulang? Si HTAC ba? Si PhilHealth ba? DOH? Sino ba nagkulang sa mga agencies? So, there is still time, but we have a lot of catching up to do. Kasi nasa 5th year na tayo, dapat ramdam na ito So, may natutulog dito. It's either HTAC or PhilHealth. Again, hindi ang National Health Insurance, alam naman natin ang insurance kung makakataka sa mga claims para tumaas yung profit, di ba? Ganoon naman, yun na private. Hindi tayo private. PhilHealth is public. Again, reminder, pag gobyerno ka, kung may pondo ka, dapat yan hindi savings, ginagastos yan para sa serbisyo. Ganun ako, mula nung mayor ako, talagang hindi natin pagmamalaki dapat na may surplus tayo, dapat yan ginagastos for services.
Sir, may
Alright guys, ayan, napakinggan at napanood po natin dito sa issue ng PhilHealth na galing sa Treasury na. Alright, ito ay isang reaction video ni Rob Trip. And see us again sa ating reaction video and peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, Rob Trip. Alright?